the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Pulling up in that new toy, the wrist on that boy, rock star like Pink Floyd, waving that rude boy. I'm waving.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Kill! 12. Hey, easy. Pick up! 12.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
59.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Black 22! Black 22!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Monday.
Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Tempo. Go ahead. Middle.
Block on 3rd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey. 4 down. Wide, 674.
They'll run for it with Turbin. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Robert Turbin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Flag 22. Tiger.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Richmond.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Slant route, caught by Edelman. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the 50, it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Black 99 Philly. Hey, blue 80. Blue 80. Richmond, Richmond.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Richmond.
Watson looks to throw again. Uses the stiff arm. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Come back. Richmond.
They go back to running. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Al Woods. In there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let it roll. Shut up.
They go play action here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
12. Go ahead. Middle. 2nd
and 10, Luck again. Eluding the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Alert, alert, alert! Kill. One day, 53. Check. Lucky.
Throwing on 3rd down. Luck. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ryan Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Come back. Hey, black 22.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Reset. Down. Black 22. Reset. Come back.
On 1st down, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Al Woods in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Sack.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Two jet. Richmond. Undercut.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Come back. Tiger.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Watson on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Blue lady. Tiger.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Black 99, feel it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Target.
Right back to him on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we hit halftime here in... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Target.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he's brought down after a good gain. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Reset.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on third down. Watson, the 20. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but doesn't get what he really wants.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So give him the first down, first and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. Here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Whitney merciless. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11 feet.
On second down, here's Luck. Pass incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Just beating the play clock is Locke. Flush to his right. It's complete to Grant. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go. 674.
On first down, it's Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Locke finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey. You got 3. You got 2. 180. 12. Gun. 12. Go ahead. Ready.
To the air again, Locke. And he's got his man Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. This is Reddick on the screen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Watson going deep for Hopkins. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Quote. 11Z. Rip. Middle. Tempo.
Luck on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On 1st down, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Again, Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Hurry!
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Now he's flushed out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. On first down, it's Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Margus Hunt coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Quincy Wilson that time, was able to make the play defensively. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. And open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now it's Luck. Going up top. It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Richmond.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come back.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Tiger.
Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left. Want to save it.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. He's back to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
He'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First throw in overtime for Locke. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And down to the 11. A huge play there in overtime. 57 yards. Explosion plays always break the back of a defense. In overtime to put him in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make a play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see. And
we want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back